G'day collectors, Sci-Fi back again. Happy to be here on days off and doing a action figure review. Here we got a pack that you'll never see in Australia. So I have to bought this overseas. These Disney packs of the Droid factory, I have quite a few. And they have some great figures that the vintage collection did not make. Things like from Kenobi, Mandalorian, Ahsoka. Yeah, they all had some great figures in there. And here's another one, the Book of Boba Fett. I know some people don't like the show. I think nearly every Disney TV show has had some what moments. This was one of them as well, but I love the show altogether. And we'd love to see some more figures. But here's the droids. We'll see in a minute. Let's have a look at the back of the box. There we go. Different droids populate Star Wars Galaxy, and this is from Garsa's Sanctuary on Tatooine. If you remember that scene, that the Sanctuary pub, or whatever it is, nightclub, restaurant, the Sanctuary, and Garsa. Yeah, she was cool. I would love to see an action figure of her. I do have customs of Mok Shaiz in his Major Domo. If anyone ever makes Garsa, who's it going to be? I forget her last name, Garsa. She's the Twi'lek. She's the fine-looking Twi'lek in the Book of Boba Fett. If you've not seen the show, give it a watch. Give it a go. You know, there's your droids. Yeah, your drinks droid, drummer droid, or musician droid. Concierge, or maybe even, whatever he is, secretary. No, not secretary. Whatever. Yeah, waiter droid, and then the food droid. Anyway, let's have a look at these. They're not the best in the way of articulation because of all these. Here's the drinks one. Yeah, you move the legs, and this little thing just pops right off, so you keep them quite still. I'm assuming the drinks will come off. There you go. There's your little screwdrivers. Orange juice and vodka, whatever. The head everything moves, nothing clicks. I'm just going to be really careful. Some of it's flimsy, some of it's, a bit, some of it's a bit tight. That's okay. Good paintwork, I like it. It's just like R2-D2 from Return of the Jedi. Yeah, that's nice. That's the drinks one. It's funny though, you could sort of walk around behind the droid and snatch a drink, but no. He's got eyes in the back of his head, doesn't he? That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's got to make sure, because the middle legs don't move, they don't, see, there we go. Yeah, the middle legs don't move. So they've got to be positioned and displayed in a motion type way. It's pretty cool. I like it. Also, here's the one that really got me. This one is an absolute. I'm not going to move any of this because it took me forever to put it together. Here's the drummer. He's probably got other music in the back of him, inside his servos there, but he plays the drums. He's got a cymbal on his head, so he's whacks himself in the head, basically. And he's got his drum kit in there. Reminds me back in the 80s of the Octobands sort of thing. But yeah, but still, honestly, some of the flimsiest and fragile looking things here. I've got a chainsaw sharpening tool, just because my fingers are stupid. Alright, so I can do this. So just in here are joints, and that one there can move there from the body there. That does that, and that does that. But the actual sticks themselves are attached to some hinge in here, in there. Yeah, they're so fine, and it took me forever. And my hands are cold because at the moment Australia is going through winter, and it started winter here, and where I am at this blammo, here we go, welcome to winter. Yeah, so they're very flimsy. Don't play with them. If you get this set, just don't muck around with them. Put them together And that, and again, if you do move the legs of the droid, yeah, it'll pop the drum kit off. And it might even flip some of the sticks around. Yeah, that is so flimsy. But it is so cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, you stay there, don't move. Here we go. I don't care about the names of these things because it's all just numbers and letters. Big deal. Here's a cool droid. Another, looks like a protocol. I'm going to say that's 3PO's body. When it comes to articulation, here we go. The head is super stiff. Well, this one here is. The arms, they don't lift up so much. They do have 3PO type movements, but none of the, what are they called? What would you call them? Yeah, you know what I mean. He's got those sort of pistons, that's the word I'm looking for, pistons there. And the knees, they knock together. Yeah. I've got peg holes. Yes, I don't know. I don't really need him. He's quite sturdy. But I love the face design. And it's a nice finish. The gold inlays and all this sort of stuff. Along with this very shiny but not reflective. So it's not vac metal. Because the one in the show was vac metal. Also, he appeared in Mandalorian Season 3 and probably has appeared in more than one other Disney show. Oh, geez, that's very loose, eh? His torso, there's no... Yeah, yeah, Magistrate Grief Karga's droid was like this, but very shiny silver. There's a dude out there who, yeah, what's it? I wouldn't say a dude. A customizer who makes these. And he makes them in what I consider as vac metal. I don't know how. You can't really laser print vac metal plastic. I'd say he's just got the good old chrome pens, which I would still love to get my hands on. That's what that looks pretty cool. There we go. Yeah. Well designed. I like it. He stands well. But how cool thing. You won't see these in Australia, guys. You've got to go online. Grab them because there are no Disney stores. And there we are. There's the food one. Ugh, would you eat that? I wouldn't. No. That looks like marshmallows in green gel. And that one's your green marshmallows in purple gel or whatever. But anyway, whatever it is, whatever they eat in that galaxy far, far away. Cool droids. Yep, very nice. Don't have many in the way of the Book of Boba Fett. A lot of customs, thanks to IB3D and thanks to Mr. Jedi 1977. So here's hoping, and I doubt it very much. And sorry for using my not exactly trusty chainsaw sharpening tool, but I had to because my dumbass fingers are freezing. Anyways, so there we go. That's what it is. The Book of Boba Fett. Droid Factory Pack. Is that what it's called? Droid Factory Pack? I can't remember. Jesus, come on, stand back. See what I mean? If you move the two side legs, that thing falls out. Yeah, Droid Factory. Book of Boba Fett. And if you really, really want to know, there's the names. B5R4 RR1 N6 GSCIB J7RT. Doesn't matter. They're the droids. That's what they are. From a show that's, for me, underrated. I just like it. It's just me. We all like our own shows, don't we? Yeah, one's better than the other, isn't it? Isn't that right? Anyways, that's about it for now. I'll leave it at that. Another collection of figures coming up next. Yeah, another box set. Alright guys, all the best. Sci-fi out, and the Force is with you, always.